Worldwide Sports here. With the preseason winding down, we're going to take a look at all 32 teams in the NFL and see how they stack up going into the regular season. Back talking Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Let's get into it. Now let's talk about the draft. With their first pick in the draft, the Bucs selected O.J. Howard, the tight end out of Alabama. He gives Jameis another red zone threat to pair with Mike Evans and the other tight end, Cameron Brate, giving them some monsters in that end zone. In the second round of the draft, the Buccaneers selected safety Justin Evans out of Texas A&M. Evans is an aggressive safety who recorded 4 interceptions last year. To pair him with Keith Candy and J.J. Wilcox along with Chris Conte in the backfield gives them a lot of pieces to maneuver. In the third round of the draft, the Bucs selected Chris Goodwin, wide receiver out of Penn State. With Goodwin, it just adds another weapon for Jameis to throw to. He can line up in the slot. He primarily lined up on the outside last year. Trading back into the third round, the Buccaneers selected Kendall Beckworth, linebacker out of LSU. Beckworth suffered an ACL injury last year and is still on the mend, but General Manager Jason Littleton is impressed with his progress. With their fifth round selection, the Bucs added Jeremy Nicholas, running back out of Boise State. Now, Nichols isn't an explosive athlete, but he's very productive. He's a very capable pass catcher out of the backfield. Wrapping up the draft with their seventh round pick, they selected Steve Tukuamu, defensive tackle out of USC. Tampa Bay had an injury-filled season last year and still was able to finish 9-7, just missing the playoffs. This year, I look for them to make a big push and capture the division. Tampa Bay had one of the best off seasons in my opinion because they surrounded their young quarterback with weapons. They added veteran speedster Deshaun Jackson to pair with the all-pro wide receiver Mike Evans, giving Tampa Bay one of the best wide receiver duos in the league. They also found great success in Ivy League alum Cameron Brate, the tight end who had 8 touchdowns last year. They drafted O.J. Howard in the first round of the draft. They also selected wide receiver Chris Goodwin in the third round of the draft. On defense, they added veteran big man Chris Baker, who will help solidify that front four and help free up the all-pro defensive tackle Gerald McCoy. They have one of the best young defenses with stars like Gerald McCoy and linebacker Levante David. They'll also have one of the premier corners in the league with Brent Grimes and last year's first-round pick Vernon Hargroves III. The Bucs also signed J.J. Wilcox, former Cowboy safety. He should help fill the box safety role. There's not really any bad that I can say that the Bucs had this offseason. They did release the kicker who they just drafted last year in the third round, Roberto Abreu, and they also didn't add another veteran running back to help Doug Martin after his off-the-field troubles. Now the Bucs have been winning hearts and admiration this year on Hard Knocks, but will they be able to use this to catapult into the playoffs this year? I believe so. I feel like they're the most complete team in the division. They have stars and Pro Bowls on both sides of the ball. It's now up to head coach Dirk Cutter to navigate them through to the postseason. I like what Dirk Cutter has done bringing Jameis along. I feel like he's one of the better play callers in the league. Jameis is coming off a year where he threw for over 4,000 yards, and he also added 28 touchdown passes. On the downside, he did have 18 interceptions with 3 fumbles. But Jameis' impact cannot be measured merely by stats. If you watch Hard Knocks, you see what a great and charismatic leader he is and how he pulls the team together. And the Bucs GM has recently said Jameis is the greatest leader he's ever witnessed. That's high praise for a person that's been around the league a long time. At only 23 years old, the sky's the limit for Winston. He has a young, hungry football team behind him, and I believe he'll lead this team to the playoffs. Well, alright guys, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Bucs fans, NFL fans, comment down below. Let me know how you feel. Who do you think is going to be a surprise team in the NFL? Who do you think is going to take the NFC South Division? It's looking very tough right now. Let us know all down below. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Peace out.